It's been a while in Project Trackday. Welcome back right over here. And we're gonna be doing for this a little bit more. We have new tracks instead of a random racing for just one thing. Wait a second. We got our new tracks is Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And newest frictional cars we have news about for the old tracks like this one. Starting in Fuji International Speedway, Hockenheim, Independence Circuit, Toronto, Canada on those streets, Autodromo Nazionale di Monza, Circuit di Paul Ricard, Sebring International Raceway, and Tsukuba Circuit. And now we have Indianapolis Motor Speedway for right here. As we're going to be trying to go all the way around here, as we're going to be about to start. Let's see. We're jumping into the circuit, and because we have missed it around for its new update, we have some other kinds of players because unfortunately that eventually changed it. Anyways, it's time to getting a sell for a little bit of amount of volume, and we're gonna be sitting around into 2. I don't really think this is going to be pretty loud as well, and I'm gonna be trying to hide anybody as possible, and it's going to be still loading. We got all amount of cars except hypercars, but first off we're at level 78, and it's been a lot of loading images around there stuff, so many more sounds and making things more possible. Let's see that I have completely returned to Project Trackday right now, and then it's completely tried. I know that isn't going to be pretty much as well, but looks like new source of music, it wasn't going to be probably wanted to drive. So first thing we're going to be trying to do for settings, everything is ultra, and looks like it's pretty good amount of this thing. So we have original for key pads and small key blinds, and we're going to be trying to mute the entire music as well. And it was pretty terrible as well because DT itself for new age music was pretty terrible, and I'm not interested in about for only one reason. So we're not allowed to go back into the menu, so we have the store here, and let's drive. So we're gonna be picking the car. We have the LMH, we have those hypercar class as well for our very first time. We have a list of cars: GT4, GT3, GTM, Le Mans Hypercars, Group 5 Special, GT1, Group 5, GT1 LM, GT500, I have missed you so much, the Group C, the LMP1 High Performance Vehicles, the IndyCar, Formula 1 cars, and by not the safety cars itself. Let's go for the IndyCar itself. We're going to be have to unlock the car for in about $1.5 million. It's almost $1 million. We're going to be absolutely trying to purchase here for right now. And it absolutely froze. That didn't going to be purchased here. So it's time to permanently add it to your collection. And finally down to $2 million in cash. We're ready for... I really know that isn't going to be spiking a little bit for pretty ones as well. So in a matter of weeks we're going to be pressing V. In a matter of course, we're going to be using sequential transmission. And we're ready. The acceleration is pretty impressive, but this is eventually so fast, but blasts us all over to 200 miles per hour. And it's ridiculously fast. But we're trying for the second corner, of course, and it's not compared to the old-fashioned Indianapolis circuit. This is where the top speed of for the LMP1 cars or some other random cars whatsoever will be tested out, and because of it, for its comparing throughout for its old Indy tracks as well. This is going to be the new part of the Indy lap times as well. So I don't really think this isn't going to be for very much as well. This is going to be the start of the part of a new lap times at the Indianapolis circuit. This isn't going to be such as one cheating moment, and it wasn't going to be such as really best. But we don't really think, which is eventually going throughout for its wrong turn. This is where the top speed as well. We changed it to our secondary controls. So it definitely not able to be finding a little bit as well. As we look around here in the back, I really think this is going to be for such as one best, a start of a new generation like this. This is pretty better than the fuel like their ways. I blasted all the way into for the finishing line on the top, and this is going to be pretty great. I have to use some Group C cars, and I don't really think this is over 30 seconds to 50 seconds as well. And this is not going to be pretty that fast. We're going to be headed back into the garage, and we're not supposed to go on other kinds of track. I'll be slowing down for just a little bit of one. And that sounds going to be pretty perfect like this one. And that backfires as well. As we headed back into the pits, we can't do. But we just completely do that. We just going into the last lap of time as well. So, where's my... Wait a second. There's my garage in my spot. So looks like we're having for such as another car, instead of an Indy cars as well, we have an LMPH cars that we did not able to complete the lap times as well. So during my time, we have for our first LMDH car, the Ferrari 499P. Which is, I'm not going to be doing this for only one reason. So, it's time for actually trying to use for a Group C cars and choose the Mazda 787B or the Jaguar XJR9. So, we're going to be trying that as we're going to be doing for such as one thing. The engine has already started because the lap times isn't going to be such matter as this. Now the XJR9 is at over 230 miles an hour, and then that completely blasts all the way to 240. This is going to be such as the new generation of the most fastest laps, but unfortunately that does not going to be so as well. And so I'll be catching up to for the Mazda 787B, the lap times isn't going to be activated at one time as well. So the quick menu isn't going to be that really fast. But the transmission line is still completely working. But it's probably somewhere good like this thing. And it's completely blast, and I am not going to be turning off the engine as well. I really didn't heard that the... Oh wait. I have slightly going really fast as the McLaren F1. Because I really get it. It was so quickly fast. It's more like this stuff is blasting all the way to 240 miles per hour. And I really think this is going to be such a world record of 241 miles an hour, under 200 miles per hour, hitting the walls in the first corner. So I suggest we're going to be headed back into the pits. We have a large amount of penalties, and looks like we're about for over 1 second. This isn't going to be really that fast because I never seen the road course before, and it's going to be that really fast because not that for realistic simulations like this pretty before. We eventually hit to that for it's stuck up the corner as well. And now we're in for the road course. Now let's hit to the neutral as well. Alright, we're in for the circuit. Alright, this isn't going to be for really that gun moment. And we're inside of that circuit. Where should we try to find? Inside of that circuit. Wait, this is the road course selection. So let's just completely pretty to go. And we just complete the shot like this one. So the lap times isn't that going to be set around here. 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And it's not that completely fast whatsoever. So it's still going to get all over to do this quickly. And we're slightly going to be going outside of the track. And we're going to do for is another road course. Wait, I heard... Wait. Did you just hear the Ferrari 499P? Keeping on serving penalties very much. We cannot return back into the pits. I just make mistakenly dirty. Because I was pretty wrong about this. I don't really think I was wrong. Let's just go for another lap times whatsoever. Do you think I was wrong? And I'm certainly yes. So my lap times has been reset. Let's continue to get our things to do what is best to do. We try one of our one stuff by using the XJR9. This is going to be for such as the most best laps, whatever we try to do. I'm going to let go of the brakes. It looks like we have for such as one lap time. Under 50 seconds we go. For under 220 miles an hour. This is going to be so quicker than the average Formula 1 driver for just one. Not still. This is going to be very far behind. And is going to be left out for its 240 miles per hour. I'm still going to get down for its a little bit left. And it's still going to speed away for its NASCAR lap times. Oh dear, we just eventually hit the wall. And blast all the way to 46 seconds. And that was a pretty good record, but we missed it for some sort of a lap times or something. Maybe it's time to get back down into the pits and we're going to be changing their ways. And I can see the 488 GTE all over to the turn number 2. And I just completely overtake it already. So, this is actually most likely better than Autodromo di Monza. But looks like we're going to be going head back into the pits as quickly. And we're not going to be doing for such as one stuff over here. We managed to returning back into the pits, but I can't see of my pits here. So I better not yet. We should be able to jump out of the vehicle and... Oh dear, we missed the garage. The fastest cars in Project Trackday, I wonder this isn't going to be such as one this. We just already spawned in 4D. I really think this is going to be such as one thing overall. It must be for the Ferrari 512. The 512M is going to be such as one is not the fastest cars on Earth. The Mazda 787B isn't really that fast, or the Sauber C9 is going to be extremely fast. We're at 1 second for a really hard time, and it's going to be such as one drag race. But I'm pretty sensed that the Porsche 917 Kurzak isn't really that completely fast. Now blast it all the way to 220. Isn't going to be over 230 miles an hour. I think that was a yes. and down to under 200 miles an hour, and I think the handling system was probably like that failure to do this. And most of all, I looked behind and not pretty that back as well. I don't really think that isn't going to be the best handling, and maybe I should be able to find my pits as well. We almost missed it all the way for just only one thing. Let's go find for exact 200 miles per hour, and that does not cause to give myself money for one of myself. Let's go for the Le Mans high performance vehicles, but we really think the Toyota TSO 40 is that really fast. Let's go for the Porsche 919 Hybrid Evo. Let's go re-entering back. I'm not going to be deleting of this vehicle. Let's go for this rapid acceleration. And it's going to be such as a little bit back here. Is it going to be really 200 miles per hour? Let's go to stay all over the track as well. We crashed it all over to do this. But the acceleration isn't going to be that fast. The 919 Hybrid is going to be that blasted all the way over 200 miles per hour. And blasted all the way to 205 to 207. Is it not that very quick? Now blasted all the way to 230 miles an hour. I think the Jaguar XJR9 is one of the most fastest lap times that we ever able to be seeing in this history. Here we try to go. We're not yet okay. That isn't going to be really that fast. It was far straight for 4 minutes and a little bit as well. For under it for just only one thing. We completely hit the walls. And not really that fast as well. And it's going to be currently for just one exactly how blasted all over to do this. 225 to 229 and 233 miles an hour. We're not that completely quick, but we eventually hit the walls. But unfortunately, I have to end this video for right now. So it looks like that was pretty intensely fun as well, because that was pretty impressive. Because, oh no, we came for itself for a huge number of scary moments like this one, and I have preferred that is pretty perfect for the Indy cars and the Group C cars for sure. If you like for today's video, please sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you like Indy cars going for top speeds, and instead that I'm never able to be buying for such as one thing as high performance vehicles, as Le Mans hypercars as well, because it has only one hypercar left. And thanks for watching, and don't forget to probably leave a like on this game, and it was in description down below. Thanks for watching and all your support, and this is going to be Turbo Concept is signing off, but my internet is absolutely pretty gone so worse as well. I'll talk to you racing fans all later, and it's completely disappeared, and I never going to get my car back as well. So I guess we should able to be going back into the menu, I guess.